Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor. It's all about getting that money, yo. Welcome to BattleFAL Hardline, Criminal Activities DLC, the new game mode Bounty Hunter. That's right, I said BattleFAL Hardline. And I gotta give a shout out to Azzy, who coined that term while we're at an EA Visceral recording event playing the Criminal Activities DLC, the new maps, and of course this game mode along with Hotwire and Conquest early, several weeks ago. And we had a lot of fun because Azzy, Chaboy, and Level Cap were next to me, and of course there's always a bunch of friendly shit talk and small talk. And at one point in time, all your favorite YouTubers and live streamers were trying the new weapons, the KSG and the FAL, and that's all you saw in the kill feed was FAL, 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 and then a shotgun, then FAL, 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 and it got Azzy pretty rustled up, and he started yelling FAL and BattleFAL Hardline, and he was having a blast with this. But the FAL's no joke. Honestly, if you shoot this thing like the AS-FAL in Battlefield 3, where you stand perfectly still and tap fire this thing at long range, you'll drop people like a sack of potatoes. It has a very, very high damage model. And then you put the AP shells on this thing, the armor-piercing rounds, it's going to drop the armor plate users. As I get the shield out to buy me time as he gets squeezed from a couple of my teammates, and there's a quick double kill through a tiny crack. So AP rounds negate the chest armor insert for the basic engineer class in the Battlefield series. Then of course it does actual damage to the Bearcat, and of course the choppers, it increases the damage to them. And the spawn vehicle, the transport vehicle, that's something you can't usually damage with normal ammo in this game. So that's another reason to run AP. So I think you get a little bit more recoil. Then of course there's a tracer that you kind of got to get used to. And the no-no to this weapon is hip firing and dancing. Always, 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 always ADS unless you get a lucky hip. And then make sure you stop and pop. You can strafe just a little bit up close, and that's picking up 3 with 20 or 21 in the mag, and there's a little bit of Deagle action, as I think I'm playing Mario. Is this Mario, or is this BattleFAL Hardline? And that's one thing that might be messed up is the tripwires. There's a couple times where I jumped on them, sat on them, and they basically went off, and I simply took no damage. So that's something that they may have to tweak. And according to the Battlefield Twitter, they've actually finally got some hit registration tweaks to apply to this from Battlefield 4. And that's always been one of my two main complaints about this game. If you've got this really dodgy hit registration where you're constantly taking damage 10 to 15 to 20 feet beyond cover, depending on the pings and the interpolation of other players, that does not work with a high damage model and lightning fast time to kill. That combination does not work. So it'd be interesting to see what happens when some of these hit registration tweaks come down the line and get patched in as somebody else eats the Deagle. Will it feel a little bit better? Will you actually feel some of the damage, or will you instantly die within 1 to 3 frames where you simply have no time to react? And that's something I notice whenever I play Battlefield Hardline, is how far beyond cover I take damage. So if somebody's shooting me from like a corner and I start running behind that corner, if I'm playing close to that corner and hit markers are still going off 5, 6, 7 feet behind cover, that's old school Battlefield 4 hit registration, which was an absolute nightmare. Don't forget about the interpolation, where it actually favored higher pings, where if you had a ping of 80 to 150 to 180, you're actually favored because it damage loads you, and that player, it felt like you weren't doing anything to him, would all of a sudden eat all that damage in a split second, as that guy got the one bang in the head. My other major complaint, along with the current hit registration issues and damage model combination, is the fact that it's taken so long for us to get these changes in the game. And you have to remember, a lot of the Battlefield 4 hit registration improvements, that was a DICE LA thing, but it was also a Visceral thing. Visceral actually made several changes and helped them along. They've worked hand in hand. It'd be nice to finally get that in the game, and there's actually going to be a live stream event, Battlefield 4, talking about those improvements. I'm actually going to link some of the information down below because I can't wait to see what that feels like, because it'd be nice to feel the damage coming in and not have ping interpolation where the people with the higher ping numbers actually have somewhat of an advantage because of the damage loading that's going on. And frankly, the TDK might actually work again, because my complaint's always been the TDK and the current damage models simply don't work with the shoddy hit registration that we have now. So it'll be nice to see and actually feel those changes. Will you stop dying 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 feet behind the wall, taking damage or being damage loaded? Or is it just a tiny step? In my opinion, it simply took too long to get these changes, but better late than never. Look how long it took Battlefield 4 to get their stuff straight. And it plays absolutely amazing when we talk about hit registration, especially with some of the competitive servers on CTE right now, where they do have 60 tick rate servers. You never see kill trades in that anymore, and you rarely see kill trades in CTE right now as it is. Kill trades all day in Hardline. It's hilarious when you see 2 coins facing each other as both guys drop like a sack of potatoes, as I get some damage going on with the nail gun here. So I can't wait to see those changes. It really could drastically play or change the way that this game plays out, as I kind of fail jump there trying to get that coin. So the question I have for you is, how many coins did I get in this round? Not coins in the ground, but reward coins. Be prepared for the spam. As always, YouTubers, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some BattleFAL Hardline, as Azzy likes to call it. Had a little fun with me. I'll give the link down below for the live stream event that's going to be coming up for Battlefield Hardline, talking about a lot of the hit registration changes, the quote-unquote netcode changes. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And my God, them coins, though.